Hey guys, this is a potty training bite-sized nugget. If you are watching this on YouTube, ignore the big thing in the middle of my forehead. That's a mosquito bite. It's not a zit. And I don't know why it's important to me that you know it's a mosquito bite and not a zit, but so be it. All right, let's talk about quote unquote trying to potty train. And I don't mean like we've been trying to potty train for a couple of months and something's happening, and I don't mean we've been trying to potty train but we can't find the time. I mean like sampling potty training, like half in half out. We're going to see if they can do it on the weekends, or we're going to see if they can do it when we get home from work, that kind of thing. That's what I mean by quote unquote trying to potty train. And both myself and the OCROP consultants have been running into this a lot. This is very akin to put the potty chair out so they can get used to it. Okay. This is the idea, the hidden hope that the child will magically do it on their own without you teaching or having to put in too much work or effort. Okay. So if we're like, oh, I'm just going to see if they can do it on the weekends, you are sending a mixed message, which is, I'm not serious about this, so you shouldn't be either. Most of the time, I'm letting you pee and poop in your diaper, but on the weekends, I'm going to have the expectation that somehow you're going to learn this without repetition and consistency. Okay. And it's a really funny thing. I'll give you an analogy. So I homeschool Pascal, as you may or may not know, and I homeschooled him all throughout high school. So people would come to me with questions, and a lot of people would say, I want to try homeschooling, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to try homeschooling on school vacation, or I'm going to try homeschooling over the summer. And I would always tell people, no, don't do that, because you're not actually doing the right thing. Like, first of all, if a kid's in school, they need their school break and they need their summer break, right? So right there, you're taking that away from them. But also, homeschooling is like a whole lifestyle. It's not something you just do to see if it works, right? Like, you kind of have to dive in with both feet. You can't just put one foot in and one foot out. And that's how I feel about what's happening with this trying to potty train. It's expecting the child to do the right thing without us, the adults, doing the right thing. And hopefully you're listening to all my parenting podcasts as well. And this has become rampant in our culture. Somehow or another, we've all shifted to this thing where we're expecting the child to make the good decision so we don't have to do the shitty part of parenting. Potty training sucks. It is not a great milestone. Out of all the milestones, like, it's thrilling when your kid gets it, right? But typically when they get it, they also become more autonomous. You might see like some, leave me alone, I can do things by myself. They become a bigger kid. They're no longer your baby. They have bodily autonomy. So that is exciting, but it also comes with some negatives. The milestone itself, some kids struggle, some kids get it with ease. It's not, for the majority of people, it takes concrete learning. It's not just your child picks it up. Like all learning, and I always kind of compare this and parallel this to learning to read. Some kids are going to pick up Harry Potter at 4 years old and be able to read it. Okay. Some kids are going to have chapter books like by the time they're in kindergarten. Some kids are going to really struggle. Maybe they have a learning disability and you don't know about it yet. Maybe they have dyslexia. Maybe they can't sit still. Maybe they have convergence issues. These things can happen and you will need extra help. You'll need a tutor. You'll need to focus on it more. But the majority of kids are going to learn the way they're taught in school. I used to do phonics. I don't think they do phonics anymore, but it's a step-by-step process, and it's consistency and commitment. When your child goes to school, whatever, if that's kindergarten or first grade, and they don't know how to read, there are going to be step-by-step things. And there's consistency and commitment. They go to school every day. They're probably getting 1 or 2 pages of homework. You are probably reading to them and pointing to the letters and sounding out. And your whole life, when your kid is learning to read, your whole life gets wrapped up in learning to read. You will find yourself on the road being like, oh, what does that sign say? Or sound it out, right? And so we immerse the child in learning how to read. And that's how the majority of kids pick it up. Consistency and commitment. If you try to teach them to read by offering a couple of books and maybe a worksheet every once in a while or just on the weekends, it's not going to work as well. Will they eventually learn to read? Probably, but it's sending a mixed message, which is like, oh, we'll care about this thing now, but not most of the time. So really avoid that. What we're seeing is, number one, a huge learning curve for potty training. And I have said this repeatedly in the last couple of years. Post lockdowns and COVID and the pandemic, I don't know why, but potty training is taking kids longer. It doesn't mean they can't do it. It means that they need more teaching. They need more patience. They need more consistency and repetition. They need more time at home. Whatever amount of time you can give at home is the best thing you can do for your kids. But it shouldn't take years. It shouldn't take months. Even if your kid is struggling, please get help. I have consultations. I now have mini consultations available on my website. Go see that because it's a really good option if you have a couple of one-offs. It's at a third-party app called Connect, and I love it. So far, it's been so great. Like, you text a question and I respond in voice note, and it's awesome. But you may need help. Your kid may need help if they're struggling. But if you're just quote unquote trying it every once in a while, again, I'm so much more concerned about that hidden message, which is like, I don't care about this all that much. Your child's going to follow your suit, right? They're going to follow your lead. They're going to say, okay, we don't care about this. And there will come a time that you have to care about it. There will be a preschool or a camp or something that demands full-time potty training. And now you've set up a year of, we don't really care about that. We care about it sometimes. So your child's like, what the hell? Do I pee in my diaper? Do I pee in the potty? Why do I have to pee in the potty now? Like, okay. And I think we think it's going to build, but it doesn't build with most kids. Okay. Because you do it once in a while doesn't mean they're going to like, oh, geez, this sounds like a really good idea, right? Kids don't work that way, especially when they don't feel it because of the powerful wicking of disposable diapers, because the kids, they don't like, they're super thin. They barely notice they have a pull-up on, right? Or a diaper on, and they've used it since birth. They don't understand the beauty of keeping your butt dry and clean. It's been on them for a long time. So I really encourage you to carve out the time and commit. And I think what's happening, I don't know, I'm really discussing this on the parenting side of this podcast, but I think what's happening is we have no distress tolerance as parents, and we don't want to suck at this. We don't want to be met with the child who might be challenging. We don't want to be met with the possibility that we might be a crappy teacher in this area. And that happens. Some parents get too anxious. Some parents get strung out. Some parents get like super inauthentic and, hey, we're going to potty train today. And the kids get on high alert and freak out. This can and does happen, but we don't want to look at that. We just want the child to be always placated and happy at all times, because that somehow signifies that we're a better parent. No, that is not better parenting. Okay. So don't just quote unquote try to potty train. I say this in the book. It's like Yoda. There is no try. There is only do or do not. You are far better off not addressing potty training because it's not, it's not doable right now in the season of life you are. That's okay. But you have to carve the time and make it possible at some point before your child is up against a deadline. Because once they're up against a deadline, guess who's going to be anxious and pressured? You. Guess who's leading the potty training process? You. Guess who's going to be anxious and all over the place because you, the leader, is anxious and all over the place? Your child. So it doesn't go well when you're under pressure. It doesn't go well when you wait till you're backed up against a time wall and now it's got to get done. That's exactly the pressure that kills potty training. Let's all just stop this, like trying to potty train intermittently on the weekends and when we feel like it or when we feel up to it. Parenting is hard. Potty training is hard. Okay. And I want it to go well for you. I try to set everything up in my book and my podcast so that you have the best success. But if your child's the one who struggles, or you just happen to not be really good at teaching this, that's okay. Get help. Get help. So again, go to my website, jamieglowacki.com. We have courses if your child is pee or poop withholding. We have consultations available from myself, or there's a whole list on my website of other consultants. If somebody resonates with you, that'd be awesome. And yeah. All right. That's all I got to say today. Okay. Bye.